All right, welcome race fans. Here we are tonight at Pocono with the Lucky Dog Sim Racing Truck Series. And I got my good old buddy Dwayne in the booth here with me. Welcome, Dwayne. Glad to have you, buddy.
Glad to be here, man. Great race.
All right, well, tune in tomorrow night for the Lucky Dog Sim Racing Xfinity Series, and they'll be at Talladega, back to Talladega tomorrow. So that'll be pretty cool. Right now, Kenneth Mikesell, top of the leaderboard. Take a look at the race analytics coming into tonight. We have a, make sure it's 65-degree air temperature, 68-degree track temperature. They're doing 65 laps here tonight. That's 162.5 miles. Tire window about 25 to 30 laps. I'm sure they're probably going to want to at least go around the halfway mark somewhere. Fuel window about halfway, 20. I'm thinking 25 laps, so I just put it 20 to 30, and because we're running 80% fuel. And pit road speed, 55 miles an hour. All right, lots to talk about in the points this week, Dwayne. Wow. As we feared, Gary Slapinski just has taken a commanding lead so far in this season. I mean, it's just amazing. 54 points ahead of Jared Daniels now. Jared actually moving into second. John Henderson in third. He's 65 points behind. Michael Pegg drops to fourth. He is 79 back. John Held in fifth. He is 80 points behind. Ezekiel Rise in sixth, 83 behind. Vernon Markham seventh. He is 89 points back. Damon Cox, 96 points back in eighth. Gary Ragland in ninth, 105 back. And Robert DuPont dropping 5 positions last week, Dwayne, and going back to the 10th place, but he is 109 points out of the lead there from Gary Slapinski. Dwayne?
Yep, and he's actually tied with Gary Whitmer. They are both tied for 10th right now, and 12th is Jeff Gilmore. He is 113 back. 13th place is Sandy Curtis, 117 back. Joe Guy is 14th, 119 back. 15th is Brian Pierce. He is 143 behind. 16th is Dan Witt, who is 168 points back. George Rincon had a great race last week into a top 5 finish and gained him 6 spots up to 17th, 173 behind. 18th is Frank Ramuglia. He is 174 back. 19th, Tim Rossino, who is 179 back. And Darren Reeser rounds out the top 20. He is 188 points behind the leader.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I knew there was going to be some shakeups in the points after last week's race, man. Great run. But anyhow, you got some stuff here. I'm going to turn it over to you there, Dwayne.
Yep, we're going to go out here and join these guys. They're going to blast by me because they're in the middle of a pit party. But we're going to try to gain some ground here and see, give you guys a tour of Pocono, the Tricky Triangle.
Gonna ride along in the cockpit with you.
More. And the thing about Pocono, all 3 corners are different, modeled after different tracks around the nation. And you've got to approach each one a little bit differently. A lot of passing gets done coming out of turn 3 here, especially with the draft. Long straightaway as we get ready to take the green. Now, when you come down into 1, you want to drive it down as deep into the corner as you possibly feel comfortable with. A lot of guys will bring it right down to the safer barrier, and then just bring that truck right down, back into throttle, right down to the yellow line, and then back out to the wall. Now the tunnel turn is a little bit different. You really don't have to let out just enough to settle the front end of the truck, and then you're right back into throttle, almost flat out through there. And then for turn 3, you want to come out wide all the way to the start of the safer barrier. Work your way down to the inside so you can get back on the gas. Hold it out to the wall. That's a lap around here at the Tricky Triangle.
All right, very good. Well, we'll ride along on the outside here, make another lap, and we'll see how it looks here. Just remember what Dwayne just said here, coming down into 1.
And this is where a lot of guys, if you get back on the throttle too early, you're going to fly out and hit that outside wall. But turn 1 is one of the most technical. You have to hit your marks almost every time. A little more leeway here in the tunnel turn. You'll see sometimes you'll see some too wide. A lot of passing can be done right here in this corner. And if it's going to be really hard, but if you're a guy who can come here and figure out this outside line into turn 3, it's not the fastest, but if you can pinch that guy down to your inside and still come up off the corner, you're going to be making some moves here. So that's pretty much what to look for in tonight's race.
All right, very good. Thank you, Dwayne. Pretty cool perspective, man. I'll tell you, I love it. This is really cool. I don't know, does everybody like that in chat? I don't know, everybody seems to have left. I don't know. Oh, whatever. But welcome there, Becky. Let's see, Brian's in there. Brandon. So welcome, everybody. We had about 7 or 8 people in there, and now we're down to 4.
I don't know. Well,
yeah, weird.
For those who have stayed, I hope you're enjoying it.
All right, we got about 5 minutes and 45 seconds here. A couple minutes. I'm going to see if I can get somebody down here and ask them what they think of tonight's race as getting ready to set up here. Guy we don't really talk to a whole lot. Let's see if we can get him down here. Dirty Dawn. Dirty Dawn, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. Rudy, what's going on?
Well, just kind of wanted to find out what your thoughts are on tonight's race, 65 laps here. What's it going to mean to you? Is it going to be a tire-saving race, or are you just in here for the fun of it?
Well, I'm going to be here for the fun of it. I'm not one of the faster trucks, but I've got a little plan to save the tires a little bit. If you can save your tires, you go a little bit faster for sure, even in the early laps.
Right.
But these guys have got it figured out here. They're pretty fast going around here. They're staying up high as straight as they can before they go into the turn. And then they'll just swing around there real quick, right at the last second. And that seems to be the fast way around these turns. And I'm not doing that quite as much as they are.
Yep. Well, I really like the Mater truck. That is so awesome. That is so awesome, man. It looks like a big old rust bucket.
Yeah, I figured I'd bring it back out again. I had fun with it last time I ran it.
Yep. All right, buddy. Well, I'll let you go and wish you the best of luck tonight, Don.
Thank you, sir. You have a good show tonight.
Oh, you too, buddy. Have fun. All right. 30 Dawn. Man, we got a bunch of them doing a little practice coming into pits there. Oh, Sandy Curtis hit the wall. How the heck do you do that?
And that's why you practice coming in.
Yep. Jared Daniels. Like everybody, we got Ken Richardson. That's a new guy, isn't it? I don't remember him being in here.
I don't know.
Yeah. Be a new guy. Chris Hogue, a freshly painted MaxspeedTV truck. All right, folks, we're going to step away from the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying. Stay with us.
the twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, folks, we're back waiting on first qualifying time to come in, but nobody's turned in one yet. Or turned one in yet, whichever way you want to say that.
And it takes about a minute to get around this place. So if you're not out on the track right now, you're not going to get a time in.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, man, that was close right there. Kenneth Mikesell, man, he is pushing it so hard. I mean, he all but smacked that wall. I don't know how he kept it off of it. Here comes Vernon Markham around. Looks like he's going to complete his first pass. See what he gets. Third, Kenneth Mikesell, man, he backed that up with a number one spot. Wow. Fastest in practice, and man, he just laid down a great qualifying effort.
Yes, he did.
Oh, and he smacked the wall on his second lap. Oh, man. He's really pushing it.
Yeah, when you're pushing it that hard, it only takes one minor mistake to end the run.
Yeah. A couple of new guys in here, Todd Willis and Ken Richardson. I don't remember them two, but
Yeah,
we got
this would be
Dan,
Ken Richardson's first race.
Dan Janjanin. Remember he was in here before?
Yeah. Yeah.
What a while ago.
Now, Todd Willis, this will be his fourth start of the season, so he has been here.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess, I don't know. It's hard to keep up with all these guys. They
Right.
come and go and come and go. And well, again, I wanted to compliment you wholeheartedly on that paint job on that truck. Great job tonight, Dwayne. That was beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Yep. And I kind of wanted to give a shout out there to Chris Hogue too. He painted his truck up today. He said he lost his internet, was down for 6 hours, had nothing to do, so he painted himself a MaxspeedTV paint job on his truck. That was
Very
pretty
nice.
awesome. Yep. Well, it looks like everybody is done qualifying. It looks like. Yep. Yeah, it's not going to do any good to get out on the track now. You're not even going to complete a warm-up lap. So we got 10 qualifiers. Hey there. I don't know if that's Tracy or Michael, but hey, GA Limo. All right, that's it for qualifying. Get everybody on the grid here, Dwayne. We'll get them counted for. About what do we have? About 20 some drivers there. All right. Kenneth Mikesell taking the pole. He had a 53.984. Congratulations to Kenneth for grabbing the pole there. John Held will start on the outside of the front row in second. Vernon Markham third. Robert Bears will start in fourth. Jared Daniels fifth. Jared has moved into second in the points now, boy, and he's got some digging to do to catch up to Gary Slapinski right now. And he actually turned in a little bit better qualifying time than Gary did. Gary will start right beside him in sixth place. Todd Willis, seventh. Ken Richardson, eighth. Damon Cox, ninth. And John Henderson, the last of the qualifiers out there, in 10th place. Dwayne?
Sandy Curtis is going to roll off 11th. Don Davis, 12th. Jeff Gilmore will have the 13th starting position. Tim Rosino will start 15th. Gary Whitmer, 16th. Gary Ragland will roll off 17th. Robert DuPont, 18th. 19th is going to be Brian Pierce. And Joel Guy will round out the top 20. Chris Hogue will start 21st. I cannot talk tonight. 22nd is Dan Janjan. And Darren Reeser will roll off 23rd.
Very good. Boy, mine, it was definitely a whole lot different than mine was. That's all right. I wasn't going to stop you. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. I guess we're going to have to figure that out one of these days. Why it's different, I don't know. Well, let's real quick here. Let's take a look at the race analytics again, just to remind everybody here. 65-degree air temperature, 68-degree track temperature. They're doing 165 laps. That's 162.5 miles. And tire window about 25 to 30 laps. Fuel window about 20 to 30 laps because they're running 80% fuel. And pit road speed 55 miles an hour. All right, here we go. Rolling out. I like the way they do that. That is so awesome. I wish every track started that way, you know what?
Right? Yeah, and for those keen ears who picked up on the fact that I skipped 13, went from 13th to 15th, I was scored in the 14th position, but I'm not starting the race, so it's iRacing will still score the starters in those other positions. So that's still going to be where they start from.
It looks like Dan Janjan is not gonna. Dan Janjanin is not gonna start tonight, I guess. And that Dwayne McBride guy too. He's not gonna start.
Yeah, no.
All right. I think these guys are pretty anxious about getting started here tonight too.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Getting ready for green. Pace car ducks in.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. We are underway from Pocono Raceway. Likes to waste no time in getting the early lead. He will have it cleanly as he goes down into one. Still not the case for everybody behind him as we go 3 wide for second.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you.
Oh, we got a loose truck.
Oh man. Oh, they're
he
wrecking.
saves it.
They're wrecking though. Number 10 there. That was, I can't catch up with them.
Caution.
Yep. Jared Daniels. Oh no. I don't know if it was him or somebody made contact with him. Let's go back and take a look here, Dwayne.
Looks like Daniels just got loose coming out of the corner. Ken Richardson gets loose in the middle of the corner. No contact. They were 3 wide, but he just it gets it a little loose there, gets a little tap from the 50. He almost had it saved and then just slides into the inside wall.
And well, there's going to be a reset on lap 1. They just got the green flag.
Yeah, luckily these guys got 2.
Yep.
But,
and
hate to use it that soon.
Yep. And Ken Richardson, he's going to get damaged. So, yep, there's 2 guys getting a reset now. Oh, boy. Oh, I hate it for him, man. I just hate it for him when that happens like that, Dwayne.
Yeah, not much he could do there. I mean, the truck was really loose. He did all he could to try to save it. He just wasn't expecting it to be that loose going down into one for the first time.
Josh, don't delete those. Those are communication with other people that are coming in here. If I ever get talk to you someday, maybe I can get a chance to explain it to you, okay? But don't delete them, please. Well, good to see you there, Tracy. Glad you could tune in tonight. How's it look on the big screen? Which it looks pretty awesome.
Interesting move here, Rudy. John Henderson gives up 5th place to come down pit road.
There's a bunch of them coming down pit road right now. Holy smoke.
Yeah, the top 12 have stayed out, or top 11 rather.
Yeah, whoa, man. Yeah, they're we need to get together, Josh, so I can explain. Okay. I don't. Well, I don't know. Whenever you get some free time, we need to get together. You're not doing anything tonight. I'll be free after this broadcast. If we can meet in Discord or TeamSpeak or whatever, and I'll explain it to you, and take but a couple minutes to explain it to you. 30 seconds probably. Takes a long time to go around this. I mean, we're talking 1 minute and 45 seconds right now to go around this track.
Yeah, it is a very large track.
Painful. Very painful.
That's why you hope you don't have too many cautions at a place like this.
You're not in trouble. All right. Well, okay. Well, but should I call you? I have your phone number. I can call you, I guess, and have you meet me in there or whatever.
And it looks like we've got several guys ducking off to come in and top off. Not necessarily a bad idea.
Yeah.
There's going to be 2, maybe 3 pit stops under green flag conditions tonight. So not a bad idea to come in, get that advantage in fuel. But the lights are out. We are ready to go back racing.
And that lap took 2 minutes to go around. Jeez, oh man. That's this track in Indianapolis. I don't know what there is about it, but man, it's just painfully slow to go around them tracks.
Yeah, I'd like to see them up the pace speed. The pace car only runs at 75 mile an hour.
Yeah.
I think it should be 80 to 85, somewhere in that range. But it is what it is.
Well, the reason why they do that, they do it so it works out to where everybody, you know, when you come down pit road, you're not going to go a lap down, you know, on a big track like this. You know, but yeah. Well, I mean, well, not the pace speed, but I'm just talking all the way around. They have it timed out perfectly.
Right. Quick reset here. Kenneth Mikesell remains in the lead. Vernon Margam to second. John Hell third. Robert Beers fourth. Cone Man in fifth. Todd Willis sixth. Dirty Don Davis in seventh. Damon Cox in eighth. Gary Whitmer ninth. And Jeff Gilmore are your current top 10. All 20 drivers who started the race are still on the lead lap. Pace car's off. Green is out. We're back underway. And Mikesell does not get the same shot that he got on the start of this race.
I noticed that. Vernon Margam beat him on the line right there. Wow, that was kind of, I don't know if he was sleeping or what there on that start.
Well, now he's in the precarious position of being stuck on the inside here. Now, he should have the advantage through the tunnel turn, but that's not always the case.
Right. Robert Bears is sitting there watching this whole thing saying, okay, well, these guys figure it out. And still side by side. Wow. Kenneth Mikesell got really squirrely there.
Yeah, and that hands the advantage over to Margam, and Robert Beers going to make a pass for second on the outside as well.
Yes, sir, and he goes into second. Margam, boy, he just wants... Is he going to get the... No, Bears gets that.
But I think Margam did lead the previous lap on the restart.
Yes, he did. Yep.
So he at least has his bonus point.
Yep, that's right. Todd Willis up to fourth place after starting seventh.
Right now, a shaky battle between Gary Whitmer and Jeff Gilmore. I say shaky because as Gilmore was trying to battle him, he started blinking out, and that really makes you nervous.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. Hey, Becky.
DuPont goes high through the tunnel turn. Jared Daniels picks up another spot.
Yeah, he is trying to make up for that lost time there after that slip up in turn 1 on the first lap. Just got a little loose and spun it around. Had to use a reset already. That hurts. Golly,
Yes,
on
does.
lap 1. They only have 2 resets, so Robert DuPont, 12th place for him after starting dead last on the field, 20th.
Yes, sir. And here's a battle in the back between Joe Guy and Tim Rosino.
Oh,
contact!
Oh, that put Racino into the wall.
Yeah, we stay green. No one else involved. He's
Whoa,
going to have
man.
to come in and get that truck fixed. That's a lot of front end damage on that
Yes.
truck.
Yes, it is. I can see the tires showing. I don't know. He's not going to come in right now. He's going to save that reset. Maybe that's not a bad idea right now. It's early for a couple of drivers to already have used 1 reset, Dwayne. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and I understand the move, but I still don't like it, Rudy. I mean, he
Right.
could come in now, get his reset, take no tires or fuel, and get back out there, still be on the lead lap in case a caution were to come out.
Yeah.
Right now, staying out there like it is, he's just going to be losing time.
Yep. Well, looking at Cone Man here, Gary Slapinski still running in 6th place. He hasn't really been too awful pumped up here to try to make any passes to, get to the front. He's got such a huge point lead. He can just kind of hang out and play around with these guys a little bit.
Oh, but he touches the apron there, has to save it. That's
Yeah.
a great save.
Damon Cox in 7th. And here's that rusty truck of Tater or Mater, whatever it is. Mater, I guess it is.
Yep, Mater.
Dirty Don Davis started 13th. He's up to 8th, excuse me. Good. Jared Daniels broke into the top 10 now, Dwayne.
Yep, he is back on the move. Meanwhile, Mike Sell is trying his best to get back to the point.
Yeah, he does. He wants that lead. He wants that lead back again. I can't say as I blame him.
Yeah, you want the clean air here for sure.
Yes. Bears right now is the only one that's really feeling that clean air.
One truck in the wall, Damon Cox, but he keeps going, just a minor scrape.
When that just knocks a wind right out of your sails when that happens,
Yeah, it does. And Richardson looking to the inside to Gary Whitmer. Gary is going to let him have it. I might even try the crossover here.
Yeah, he's not giving up on it.
Well, just ahead of him, Jeff Gilmore and Don Davis going at it through the tunnel turn.
Oh, wow! Dirty Don is putting the heat on him, ain't he?
Yes, he is. He's got a fast truck tonight, absolutely.
Jeff Gilmore did make the pass on him, so I think Jeff, he sees what's going on here. He sees that Jared Daniels has really come up through the field since this restart. He's the guy to kind of keep an eye on for tonight because he is second in points. He's moved in there. He's just kind of slid into that secretly or quietly, so, and a good job for him. So, but that big mistake he made was pretty amazing. Well, Cone Man battling with the number 50 here, Todd Willis, trying to get 4th place away from Todd.
And it's hard to be on that inside line through the tunnel turn because you need just about all of the track to be able to stay fast. And it really pinches guys off. Now, the inside line is definitely the preferred line for turn 3, but the outside line is kind of where you want to be in the other two.
Well, he's going to have to use the draft here, I think, Dwayne, to try to catch Todd and maybe beat him going into turn 1 here. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to have enough speed to do that. He's going to have to. Yeah, he does. Okay, it looks like he's going to have to outdrive him in turn 1. And slide job in front of him, and he does go into 4th place. Good job by Gary
and that
Slapinski.
slide job is very dangerous in that corner because it sets you up for being crossed over, as the guys coming off the corner on the outside line usually don't have to lift.
Well, back up front, Margam, he just cannot close that gap very much on Kenneth Mikesell right now, and Kenneth is still dealing. He wants the lead back from Robert Bears and just can't get to him now. He's losing some ground to him, Dwayne.
Yeah, he's losing a little ground. Meanwhile, John Held is able to get by Todd Willis. Todd got up into the wall, lost all his momentum. And we're going to see that quite a bit tonight, guys. Just getting turn 3 is a deceptive turn. It's a double apex turn, which means it's essentially 2 turns in one. And if you're not prepared for that, if you're not ready, you got to get on the throttle, off the throttle, let that truck coast through, and then get back on the throttle. You got to let it rotate. If you get back on the throttle too soon, you run out and slam that wall. A lot of guys have done that so far here tonight. And right now we got a 4-way battle for 8th place.
I'm on that right now. Jared Daniels, he's trying to get that 8th place away from Damon Cox right now, but Cox on that outside, he's just a little too quick for him. But this is the turn right here. If Jared can do it, Dwayne, if he can do it, this is the turn he's going to have to do it in right here. And he does get it. Yep, that's the one you've got to do it. That low line is king right there in turn 1.
Yeah, and you've got to do it. You've got to get by them before you get to the apex of the corner. If you're still side by side when you get to the apex, the outside line will have the run off and have the advantage.
I don't know what's going on with Damon Cox's truck, but boy, he is struggling right now. Ken Richardson looks to the inside, and Ken may get that position from him. It's still a side-by-side battle, undecided at this point. But I don't know, man, they're side-by-side coming down the front stretch. Ken Richardson with about a half a truck lead on Damon Cox right now. And this is where he's going to have to outdrive him right here into the corner. Ken Richardson does get it. He drives it in there pretty deep. Very good. Nice move by Ken Richardson.
Yeah, and as you look through the field, Rudy, you can tell the guys who have smacked that wall coming out of 3 because they've got the wrinkled rear bumper and the wrinkled spoiler there.
Yeah.
That's kind of the telltale sign. Not everyone has it, but there are a number of drivers that do right now.
Oh, sure. Well, Gary Whitmer making a move up here. He's come from 18th to 12th, Dwayne. Looking good. Yeah, looking good.
On up.
Yeah, how's that song go? Moving on up.
To the east side.
Yep. Shows my age, huh? Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We do appreciate it. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you get notified every time we do go live here on MaxspeedTV. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at MaxspeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxspeedTV. Share that link out to all your friends. Get your neighbors and friends and family and everybody in here tuning in. Good races here tonight. Robert Bears, commanding lead so far, Dwayne. Been out there, going to be 12 laps when he crosses the line.
Yeah, and this is the part of the fuel run where your tires are pretty much worn. You're just kind of clawing. The only way you're really going to pass at this point is if the guy in front of you makes a mistake or you get a really good run in the draft.
Right.
These guys are just kind of waiting right now, trying to settle things out and wait for the first pit stop so that they can get their tires changed.
Well, Cone Man has dropped the hammer. He passed Vernon Margam and goes into 3rd, and he is on a mission here to catch up with Kenneth Mikesell and Robert Bears now.
Yeah, and that time by, he was the fastest truck out there, running 0.2 faster than the leaders. Check the speeds at the line this time.
Becky says, I'm telling on myself now. Yeah, I know. I know. Thanks for reminding me, Becky. Yeah, that was a good show, though. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So funny. What was the name of that show?
The Jeffersons?
Yeah,
I
the
think?
Jeffersons. That's it. Yeah, good show. So funny.
Well before my time, Rudy.
This is getting really heated now. What are we
Yeah.
back to John Held? Oh, they're really getting separated out around the track, ain't they?
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. And Todd Willis has a battle on his hands as Kidden Richardson takes it low, trying to get the 8th spot.
Yeah, he's going to have to do the same thing going into turn 1 here. And I think he's been watching Jared Daniels there to try to mimic what he's done. But boy, it didn't work out that time, did it? He can't do the slide job on him.
Right, and that's, like I said,
Wow.
he did not get clear of the truck
Yeah.
before the apex of the corner. And there you saw a perfect example of that outside line having the advantage when you do not beat him to the apex.
Exactly. Another battle going on, too, between Dirty Dawn and Damon Cox. Dirty Dawn just got done passing him, goes back into the top 10. The old Mater truck.
Oh, slide job. Ken Richardson almost took the nose off of Todd Willis's truck. They get through it. We're still going green.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Yep.
I mean, you don't want to be that disrespectful, but, you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Yeah, we're looking at Tim Racino. Now, Tim had got that damage earlier. He still has not been on pit road, Dwayne, to get that fixed up, but he is still on the lead lap. So
yeah, he's
is,
about, Kenneth Mikesell into the wall.
Uh-oh. And that's just exactly what Cone Man wanted.
He was trying to stay with Beers and just got back in the throttle a bit too soon, smacked that wall, and now he's got right side damage.
Here goes Cone Man.
You see how much it slowed him up, that damage. Cone Man's going to get by him easy. Vernon Margam now sets his sights on Mike, so he's going to have to come to pit road and get that truck fixed for sure.
Well, at least he got some laps led here tonight. But Cone Man into second, and he is running down Robert Bears right now.
Yeah, now, if Mikesell can hang on to the fuel window here, remember, they have not stopped yet. So he's going to, in a few more laps, probably about 5 or 6 laps, he's going to lose a little time to the leaders. But if he can hang on and come down pit road at the right time, you know, it may not affect him too much. He may not lose too much. Now, if it was me, I'd probably go ahead and come in right now and take tires and try to, make up all that lost time on pit road by short pitting.
Yeah, we watched that work last night. Prime example of that last night in that race, that the guy that pitted first was the guy that wound up winning the race because of the pit strategy that he played. He pitted about 5 laps before everybody else, and then everybody else pitted after that. So, and he wound up winning by, gosh, I forget what it was, a couple seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even though second had ran him down from about 6 seconds back, he still wound up winning by, I think, almost 2 seconds. So.
Yeah, and keep in mind, the fastest lap of the race for Kenneth Mikesell was a 54.3, and right now they're running 56.6s. If he can come in and get that truck repaired, get 4 fresh tires, he's going to be 2 seconds faster than everybody out there. I'd almost take a gamble.
Yeah, John Held just went around Kenneth Mikesell now. Yeah, I don't know. If you want to go 32 laps to try to make, I don't know if you could do it on one pit stop, Dwayne. And gosh, your tires are going to be totally annihilated by then, you know?
Yeah, no, you're gonna they're gonna have to stop here in the next 10 laps or so. I don't think you could. It's gonna be tough to stretch 30 laps off of this tank.
Here it comes. Here comes the leader in. Robert Bears coming in.
And Mike Sell's coming with him.
Yep. We are seeing the leaders come in. Oh, man, he stays out, though. He gets a bonus point for leading the lap. And I'm going to go with you on your strategy call, because if those guys pitted, Cone Man and Vernon Mergum, they need to think about pitting almost ASAP, right?
They need to be on the pit lane within the next 3 laps if they don't want to be 5-10 seconds behind.
Right.
Because you're losing 2 seconds a lap every lap these guys are out there, and you're to them. So it could take 4 laps and you're 8 seconds backer.
Yep, here they come.
And
Coming in now.
Used his reset. He has a new truck, and he's away just behind, just a couple of seconds right now behind Beers.
John Held, he stays out to lead a lap, and much needed. He commended tonight 5th in the points. You know who's missing tonight? Ezekiel Rise. Oh, man, where's Ezekiel at? Ezekiel, I know he's not in Daytona. Jeff Gilmore goes into 2nd. So all these guys, the top 8, need to come to pit road yet. Gary Whitmer, one of the last ones here that need to come to pit road. Come down Long Pond straightaway here. And into the tunnel turn. Gary Whitmer, 8th place for him. He's having a pretty good night tonight. And Becky, I see he found the gas pedal now. He's doing a lot better since he found that gas pedal. Yeah. I think he must have been pressing on the brake before. I'm kidding. And here comes John Held into pit road. So all the rest of these guys, it looks like, may be coming to pit road. Maybe not. John Henderson is going to stay. Well, Dirty Don stays out. Yep, he stays out to lead a lap. Is anybody going to try this one stop, you think?
I don't think you can do it on one stop, Rudy.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And right now, Gary Slapinski is actually ahead of Robert Beers. When Beers came off of pit road, Rudy, coming out of 1, he stayed in the gas a little too long. You look at the back of his bumper. He smacked the wall a little bit, so he's all that speed he had at the beginning, and he's going to be hurting right now until he can get back to pit road.
Man. Yep, he's close by, though. We still got 3 guys that need to come to pit road. John Henderson, Sandy Curtis. Oh, there's them 2. Don Davis is coming in. He finally brought Mater in. And I think the longer these guys do stay out, the more it's hurting them right now.
Yeah, they're going to fall farther and farther behind. They're really only hurting themselves right now.
Big stutters there. I don't know if you got that or not, but man, I did.
No, not yet.
That's not my internet. Something with iRacing or something. I don't know. Big stutters. Anyhow, these last two to come in. Let's see if John Henderson. Yeah, John Henderson is coming in. But Sandy Curtis is going to stay out. He wants to lead a lap. Bonus point for Sandy. He commended tonight 13th in the points. So a bonus point will definitely help. He's going to pass a lot of guys. Oh, Vernon Markham took a behind the wall. What?
It looks like he did.
Why
Not
did he
sure
do
why.
that? Oh, man. I don't know. I don't understand some of these guys. Not saying that in disrespect for them. I'm just saying I just don't understand how they. I mean, if they're inside the top 8, 9, 10 points, you know, why would you leave? You know.
I don't know what happened to him, Rudy. I
Yeah.
went back and looked at it. He was actually driving off of pit road and then just disappeared.
Wow. Well, there you go. Sandy Curtis coming into pit road. He did lead his one lap. And a cone man is going to be coming around here to retake the point. I can't believe how much these guys are spread out around this track right now. Unbelievable. Two close ones here, Damon Cox and Brian Pierce for 11th and 12th. Couple more here, Ken Richardson and Jared Daniels. Wait a minute now, Jeff Gilmore. Okay, Jeff Gilmore's in there. He is still blinking like crazy, though. And is he blinking bad?
Yeah, his ping right now is 1,200 with a quality of 88.
Ooh. It's not good.
And Chris Hogue is taking it behind the wall.
What the heck?
3 retirees from the race so far: Tim Rusino, Vernon Markham, and Chris Hogue.
I never did get to see Chris's truck. Wow. Well, Chris, if you're watching the broadcast, you need to get back out on the track so I can get your truck on camera. Nice looking truck you just painted today.
And the field's pretty spread out right now. Closest battle we got is for 15th place between Gary Whitmer and John Henderson.
Yeah. This is good racing back here with these guys. Yeah, the last one's on the lead lap right now, and they are about a half a lap behind, roughly. They're behind Gary Ragland. Gary started 19th, running in 14th. Well, the field's dwindling down, Dwayne. At the halfway mark.
17 cars trucks remaining, and 16 of them on the lead lap. The only one 2 laps down right now is Joe Guy.
Robert Bear's trying to reel in Cone Man, and he is close enough. He could probably sniff the draft a little bit here, but it doesn't seem to be helping him gain a lot. I mean, I'm not saying these trucks don't draft well, but they're so low on horsepower that I just don't see it, you know, that they can draft that well, but in my opinion. When Robert Bears is starting to lose ground there to Cone Man. Mike Sell, third.
Don Davis takes away a position from Damon Cox, put him back up to 11th, and just ahead of him, Sandy Curtis is trying to go for 9th. And
he does get it. Yeah, good job. Very nice. Robert DuPont. And look at here comes Dirty Dawn. Boy, he just turned up the heat, didn't he?
He did, and I think Robert's struggling a little bit right now. Looks like his truck is a little bit on the tight side.
Could be, boy, he's going to lose another spot here. Damon Cox is on beside him now. And Damon's going to get that position going into turn 1. Robert DuPont's not even going to battle with him.
Yeah, and I think he's just trying to save his stuff right now. We still have 32 laps to go, the halfway mark this time by. He knows he's still got time.
Right.
Oh, Joel Guy hit the wall coming through the tunnel turn, and he's smoking. I hope he has a reset left.
Boy. Well, he is 3 laps down, which kind of hurts, but he has picked up some positions. He's up to 17th right now with Chris Hogue, Vernon Margam, and Tim Racino out of the race now.
And good news for him, he did have a reset left, so he'll get that motor fixed. He'll be back out to gain more spots if anybody else has trouble.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Never give up.
Nope, big picture racing right now.
Yep. If the wheels turn, get her out there, and the engine runs, get her back out there. You can pick up some good points. All right, good battle here. Ken Richardson and Jared Daniels going at it here, Dwayne. Oh my gosh. You know, we were concerned about Jared at the beginning of the race, and I think he figured it out. You take in that first lap or two, you got to take it kind of gentle on them tires till you get a little heat buildup in them.
Sure.
I think that's a given. Everybody should know that, you know, because that's kind of pretty much the given on every car in iRacing, I think. You don't want to go out there in cold tires and expect it to stick in these corners, because it just does not work.
Right.
Well, and I'll tell you, he is putting the pressure to Ken Richardson, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Man. He's making him work for it. I'm telling you, there ain't no getting around that. He is working hard for it.
Yeah, but don't count Ken out. I've seen him run in other leagues, and he is a very good driver. Proof of the fact that he's in the top 5 right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Todd Willis, 8th place. Todd, he started 7th. Sandy Curtis started 12th. He's running in 9th. Dirty Don Davis started 13th, running in 10th. Damon Cox started 9th, running in 11th. John Henderson started 10th, running in 12th. Robert DuPont right behind him started 20th, running in 13th. Gary Whitmer started 18th, running in 14th. Brian Pierce started 21st, running in 15th. Gary Ragland, last one on the lead lap right now, started 19th, running in 16th. And Joel Guy started 22nd and is running in 17th. 4 laps down. And Gary's pulling away from Robert Bears now.
Andy Curtis just smacked the wall really hard coming out of 3, and he's lost 4 positions because of it.
Oh my. Yeah, I could see the right side of that truck is just, that concrete wall just grinds it right off, you know?
Yeah, and, you know, especially after the corner, there's no safer barrier there. You hit that wall, you're hitting pure concrete.
Yep. Man. Yeah, that right side of that truck is destroyed. Well, they're all gonna have to stop one more time for pit stops here, so hopefully he's got a reset and he can finish this race, you know, with a good, clean truck.
Yeah, and for most of the drivers, it's going to be about 10 to 15 more laps before we see them on pit road. I don't know, Rudy, what do you think? We haven't done Crank It Up yet.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that here a minute ago. So, yeah, let's do a little Crank It Up here, folks. Oh, wow. Very cool. Yeah, Gary Ragland making his last pit stop there, folks. Yeah.
And that's a gamble. Short pitting like that, he's going to be
Yep.
fast. But when these other guys pit, they're going to be on pit road, probably not as long, especially if they take 2 tires. Those tires are going to equalize, but we'll have to see how it works out for him. Right now, he's scored 1 lap down, but he's going to be running a lot faster than the guys in front of him.
Oh, yeah. Everybody else has got a pit here soon. So, yeah, he's already about a second quicker here just on the first warm-up lap there, I think. No, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong one. My bad.
Well, we'll have to. That was his out lap, which he ran a 1:30, including the pit stop.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he runs here as he gets beside Damon Cox, and he's just going to drive by him like he's standing still on those fresh tires.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be a whole lot faster. See, and they only got, 24 to go? So, I mean, gosh, that was actually pretty good, perfect timing for making that final pit stop, I think.
Absolutely. I would have tried it being as far back in the field as he was to stay off that wall.
Well, he misread that tunnel turn real fast, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Good recovery, though.
Yeah. He caught the yellow line a little bit. Boy, you got to stay away from that yellow line. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Compare the times to the leader at the line. Ran a 54.7. Slipinski ran a 55.5.
About 8/10 of a second. But I'm sure he had to get out of it there a little bit coming through the tunnel turn. But he is coming up on some lead lap traffic, I should say. That's John Henderson up there ahead of him, I believe, isn't it? Yep.
I believe it, yep.
Yeah,
Brian
so
Pierce
that's
making his final pit stop.
Very good, very good. Yes, sir. Very good. Waiting on Clone Man to come in. So
Yeah, and if you're that far back in the field, you really have nothing to lose by short pitting and everything to gain.
Right.
So I'm not surprised these guys are doing it now. Slipinski's probably going to run the gas tank dry if he thinks he can get away with it, unless somebody like Robert Beers comes in as soon as he comes in. And if I'm Robert, seeing how far ahead Slipinski got, I might just try to snooker him a little bit and be on pit road this time by.
I think I would too. Yep.
He might be waiting 2 laps, though, because if he waits 2 laps, that'll be a 20-lap shootout, or 20 laps on the tires. I don't know. It's a tough call, but I'd definitely be looking for the pit road entrance right now.
Yeah, pretty quick here. Kenneth Mikesell, these guys are not stopping. John Held, Richardson, Jared Daniels, they're not stopping. Jeff Gilmore. Let's see if Todd Willis comes in. No, he is not coming in. So, man, a lot of people are just not coming in right now. And Pierce back on pit road. What happened?
Black flag.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, my gosh. Those hurt so bad,
Yeah, looks like it was too fast exiting, Rudy.
Oh,
And
man.
that's one of the things that gets drivers here. You're used to the end of pit road being at the end of pit wall, at the end of the pit wall. Not
Right.
here. Here it's another 3 or 4 car lengths past the exit of pit road. And Pierce, out of habit, just hit the gas right at the end of pit wall. They got him too fast exiting.
Yep. Well, Cone Man still has not made any notion to come to pit road yet. Next time by will be 20 to go, Dwayne.
Robert Beers, though, he is coming in to get his repair and get 4 fresh tires. This is his final stop.
Yes, sir. I don't blame him. And, that could have been the winning move right there. I hate to say that. It could have been the winning move.
We'll have to see what happens. Does Slipinski stay out? Does he come in? If he's paying attention to his mirror, I'd say he's coming in.
Yeah, I think he'd be foolish to not come in right now. I mean, knowing that Bears come in, it kind of forced his hand a little bit here, but he's not coming in.
Out.
Wow. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't think that was a good call.
Well, we'll see. As long as he comes in within the next 3 to 4 laps, he should be okay. But if he stays out any longer than that, he's going to be in trouble as Mike Sill's on pit road to make his
Yep.
final stop.
And John Held, both of them coming in here. Yes, sir.
Todd Willis now on pit road. Damon Cox. So we are seeing the field start to cycle through. I got to imagine Lipinski's going to be on pit road in the next 2 laps.
Oh, gosh. It's killing me that he didn't come in on that last lap, because I think that was really, man, it would have been so beneficial for him to hit that pit road right at that perfect time. Let's see if he comes in this time. Yes, he is coming in. Very good. Very good. Whew. Man, I was starting to sweat a little bit there. 20 to go. Boy, look at them behind him there. Richardson's coming in. Jeff Gilmore is going to stay out, looks like. But he didn't cross the line in time to lead that lap, so I'm sure he'll go around one more time. All right, John Henderson. He will go into second here. And these guys have all got a pit again. Don Davis, he's got a pit. Gary Whitmer, he's got a pit, but he is going to go into fourth right now.
And look at that, Rudy. Robert Beers just went by Lipinski. Lipinski had a 5-second lead before Beers pitted. And just like that, by staying out those extra laps, he lost that much ground.
Yeah. And sure, he may be able to run down Bears, but, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you wholeheartedly on that one. I think Bears pitted at the exact perfect time.
Well, you called it the winning move of the race. If it stays green, I don't know. Gary's going to be hard-pressed to try to run him down.
I know it. He's 2 seconds back right now. Can't feel the draft off of him. Like Gary Whitmer in for his final pit stop. But yeah. Yep, he's coming down pit road. We still got 2 more guys out there, Jeff Gilmore and John Henderson. They've got to come in. I'm sure we're going to see Jeff Gilmore in this time. He's led his lap. Yep, here he comes.
And Jared Daniels has gotten by Kenneth Mikesell. He'll inherit third spot.
Hi. I'll tell you, Jared's worked hard to get where he's at right now.
Yes, he has.
Oh my gosh, probably the hardest working driver out there tonight. He's had to pass a lot of vehicles to get into 6th place right now. Oh man, was there contact there? Oh man, Richardson and Mikesell.
It was very close if there wasn't.
Man, it was close.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there was contact. I went back and looked at it, but man, you couldn't have stood between them.
Yep. Well, Henderson's still out there. He's got to come in anytime now, John. Time to break it in there, buddy.
Yeah, now he's been out here for 21 laps. He can run 3 more before he's got to come in, but you got to think right now he's hoping for a caution. So he can maintain that lead, because everyone, most of these guys, they still have a set of tires.
Right.
So he's hoping for that, but I don't know. I just don't see it happening right now, the way this field's spread out.
Yeah, he's got almost a 15-second lead over 2nd place, Robert Bears. And Bears actually lost a little bit of ground to Coneman that time, about 1/10 of a second. Coneman starting to slowly reel him in, Dwayne.
I tell you what, a battle I've been watching here between Don Davis and Damon Cox. These two have been side by side for almost a lap and a half, and Davis finally does get by him.
You know, we talked to Don Davis there last week about, the good runs he's been having lately and how he's changed up his tactics this season compared to the last couple of seasons. And he said he's just went out here and been a lot more aggressive. And it's what you got to do. You've got to be aggressive. I mean, I don't mean to the point where you're unsafe, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to, if there's this is what a guy told me, and I know I've mentioned this on the broadcast before, and I think I've told you about it before too. A guy told me if you can get half of your hood, half the width of your hood in there in a hole, put it in there. And by golly, I'll tell you what, the very first race that I did that, I come home with a winner that night.
There you
go. You just gotta, I don't mean wreck people to get there, but I mean, if there's a hole, you stick your nose in there and you go.
Yep.
You got to be aggressive because everybody out there is being aggressive, so, but I don't want to see anybody get unsafe,
Right.
All right. Henderson coming down pit road. That's going to give the lead back to Robert Bears as he comes around. And he's got about a 1.5 seconds lead now over Cone Man. But Robert can feel the pressure, Cone Man coming.
The question is, though, does he have enough time to run him down? We're going to be coming to 13 to go. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it.
I think he's got enough time, but here's my thing with it. Does it really matter? Robert Bears is not even in the top 20 in points. So how's it going to be advantageous to Cone Man to get the win? Is it worth abusing his truck and take a chance on wrecking just to run Bears down to get one more position that he really doesn't need? I know it's the W is what he wants. He wants that W.
Yeah, well, it's big picture racing at its finest right here.
Yeah.
If he's got anything for him, of course you want the win. But I think he would be content with a second place.
Oh, sure. But, I know he wants that W, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, good run tonight for John Held, man. He started second, and he's still hanging on in third. And look at the pressure he's got from behind him. Jared Daniels and Kenneth Mikesell are pole sitter back here. Staying in the top 5 pretty much most of the day. Kenneth Mikesell.
Yep.
Ken Richardson, he's hanging with these guys. Started 8th today. Todd Willis in 7th. Jeff, I don't know what the heck. My overlays are stuck or what happened there, but I got 2 people in 7th. How's that work?
I don't know. Jeff Gilmore currently has that spot, and there's no one around him.
Oh, Todd Willis is in 7th right now. And Jeff Gilmore. How does the heck that work? Todd Willis is behind Jeff Gilmore.
Yeah, he's in 8th.
Okay.
I don't know, really.
I don't know how that's working. Jeff's ahead of Todd, but I don't know. I think my overlays are flipped out.
I think they are too, because Jeff has about 7 seconds over Todd Willis right now.
I don't know. That is weird. That is really weird. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyhow, let's get back up to the front here. Robert Bears.
Well,
1.2 seconds.
He's going to have lap traffic to deal with.
Yeah.
Can they slow him down enough for Slipinski to catch him?
Well, if Robert catches up here to lap traffic, he needs to get by him ASAP. Do not mess around with him. Get right by him, because he can't afford to wait. Mess around with him, because every second that gives Cone Man a second to close up on him.
Yeah, he's already closed up 2/10.
Yeah, here we go, and he's going to get by him. So very good. A little help there from
1 second lead for Bears over Slipinski, and we're 10 to go.
The Joel guy, he was really nice to get out of the way there. let Bears by. Very respectful. I got to say, man, that's not saying that you have to do that, but golly, man, if the roles were reversed, you would want that guy to give you lots of room if you were leading,
Yes, and
Well,
Slepinski was able to take advantage
Yeah.
of the draft there and get caught back up. That lap traffic, even though they didn't slow Beers up, it was enough draft to get Slepinski right back up there. He's now 0.4 of a second behind.
Yeah.
He's got enough time to do it with 10 laps to go.
Yeah,
But-
Bears is thinking, man, oh man, where did this guy come from?
Yeah, well, he's got enough time to catch him. Passing him's another story.
Yeah. Right now, Bears has led the most laps with 23 on the counter right now.
I don't think anyone's even remotely close to that.
Cone Man. Cone Man's got 19.
Ah,
So he's going to have to get around Bears really quick here and try to lead the rest of the lap in order to beat him for the most laps led, if that's what he wants. He needs to do it with 5 to go. Oh, and boy, look how close he is now. Holy smokes. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think there's a pass in the future here?
well, it depends on Bears. If he can run his line, not look in his mirror, and not try to mirror drive it here, try to get by this lap traffic, and looks like the lap traffic's gonna go down and not be a factor here. Here he goes, Slepinski looking for the lead. He's gonna use the draft of the lap car.
Oh my gosh, and look at that. There he goes. Slapinski takes over the lead.
Back to the point.
Oh my gosh, you believe that? Unreal.
There's a reason he's your points leader, Rudy.
I know it.
But Bears is not going to go down without a fight.
Nope.
There's a little bump.
Oh yeah, he showed him. He didn't appreciate that. He wanted the win. Oh man, yeah, a little shot by Bears. Oh, he's
Now
led 24 laps right now. Cone Man is going to have to lead the rest of these in order to clinch the most laps led.
Well, Bears is going to have to regroup here. He's still in Slepinski's draft. He's got time.
Right.
He just needs to regroup and start hitting his marks.
Yeah, tires shouldn't be an issue right now. They've only been out here about 12 or 13 laps. Well, Bears stopped actually a couple laps before Cone Man did, so he's got 14 laps on his tires. But that really shouldn't matter. 2 laps should not matter.
No, that's not that big of a difference on tires at all. But it looks like Slepinski's starting to stretch it out a little bit. He's got that fresh air, and he's pretty much reached up and ripped that mirror off.
Yeah, that's why I find it hard to believe when somebody tells me that clean air doesn't really matter all that much on these vehicles. I find that very hard to believe. Clean air does mean a lot.
Absolutely.
John Held still hanging on to 3rd. Kenneth Mikesell 4th. Jared Daniels 5th. At least he's got himself back into the top 5 now, Dwayne. Jared Daniels. This will be a good points night for him. He's going to maintain that 2nd place in the points, I do believe. Yeah, he will finish. Yep. And Henderson should hold on to 3rd, it looks like. John Held, he'll hang on to 4th. Man, it's not really going to be a whole lot of change in the top 4 in the points anyhow. So these guys are really showing the way here tonight. Coming to 5 to go this time by.
Sure, and got to look forward to next week where you go from 2.5 to 1.5 miles as they're going to head to Homestead, Miami.
That's right. Hey, Logan, DF Williams, how you guys doing? Yeah, Homestead, huh? Ooh, that used to be one of my favorite tracks with the trucks.
Yeah, especially with that progressive banking, multiple grooves. It's just going to be who's the most comfortable and which line do you prefer.
It's so easy to hit your marks at that track, you know. front stretch I used to use right at the end of the wall on, the outside wall. Right at the end of the wall, there's a set of lights right there. That was my let off, where I let off the gas.
Yep.
Yep. And then I took it right to the bottom, and I was feather it right back into it. And by the time I got back out to the outside wall, I was wide open again. And the same way going into turn 3, there was a little bump right there going into turn 3. That's where I backed off. And about halfway through the turn, I was right back into the gas, went right out to the wall, within maybe a foot of the wall, wide open again. Oh, I used to love that track. All right, 4 laps to go, Dwayne.
Yeah,
And
so
man,
Benson's
we had one caution on lap 1, and it has been caution free ever since.
Yeah, kudos to these guys for getting it done. And Slabinski is running away with it here. It's outside of a caution, it's his race to lose now.
Yep. Yeah, I think he's kind of backed it off just a little bit. He knows he doesn't really need to abuse his tires any more than he has to right now. Just stay within that second, gap there between him and Bears. If Bears can't catch him, he's not going to now, probably. I think he has totally run out of time now. That's still 1.1 seconds. Don Held back here. And he could be in trouble here. Kenneth Mikesell just passed up Ken Richardson. Yeah. So very good. Mikesell into 4th now. Richardson. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a lap car there. But Richardson now could be in trouble. Or actually, he got around Jared Daniels.
Yes, he did.
Wow. Holy smokes. I did not expect that.
Yeah,
I did not.
Richardson is one of those drivers. He's always been good on the long run. He's one of those drivers that knows how to save their tires and turns it on, towards the end of the race. And there he is.
Right. Dang. That's pretty amazing, man. He's done an excellent job.
Yes, he has.
All right, back up to the front here. I believe he is going to take 2 to go right now.
We are 2 to go.
Still a 1 second lead there. And he does clinch. Let's see. No, he's got to lead the rest of the laps to clinch the most laps led, because if Robert Bears passed him right now, he would take over the most laps led. So if Coneman can finish this lap in the lead, he will clinch the most laps led. So it's going to be a great points night for him here tonight if he can pull off a win, Dwayne.
He's well on his way.
Yep, and he's just going to stretch that 54-point lead out even more.
Yep, here we go. White flag is in the air. No overtime tonight. 3 more corners for Gary Slapinski.
It's been a pretty amazing... God, we didn't even get to interview anybody tonight.
No, we didn't.
Oh, well.
Right now, the closest battle is Mikesell over Held, but Held pretty much has that position locked down unless he makes a serious mistake here.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Coming out of turn 3 for the final time tonight, Gary Slapinski is going to get win number 4 on the season. He takes a checkered flag at Pocono.
Man, what a run here tonight for Gary Slapinski. I'm telling you what, it was pretty amazing. Very amazing. Well, we'll get these guys down here in just a minute. I'm going to get Gary down here. I want to make sure he's going to burn them down for us. Gary, congratulations. Burn them down for me, would you?
Yes, sir. I plan to.
Okay, buddy. All right, we'll get these guys down here in just a minute, folks. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Cone Man, Gary Slapinski, bringing home the win here as he just melts the tires off that baby. Holy smokes, Gary. You come out of here with another great point night and just extended that point lead out even further. I mean, you come into tonight 54 points ahead, and you're just not stopping, are you?
No, have a lot of fun.
You come out of here with the win, lead the most laps. I mean, golly, man, I don't know what more you could do to get points out of this thing. Just but unbelievable. So, what did you think of tonight's race? I mean, was it hard to pass, or did you have a problem or anything?
No, really didn't have a hard problem to pass. I just kind of wait till everybody's tires wear off a little bit, and I'll, kind of try to figure out how to get around them and see where their weak points are, and just kind of figure them out. But a lot of the guys, I will say this, were very just let me go, and there was like 3 or 4 of them just let me go, and it's
Right.
just someone's smart, faster than you, just let them go. That's what I usually do too. So I really appreciate all those guys out there, those race car drivers. They're very friendly, and I see somebody coming, they get out of your way.
Well, that's what I always say. You got to think about if the roles were reversed, wouldn't you want the guy to get out of the way? I mean, I totally get it. It's not his job to get out of your way. It's your job to figure out a way to get around him. He has every right to be on that track as you do. But it's just kind of always been a gentleman's agreement most of the time that, you make with the person, and they know. The league kind of defines people as their people that are nice to you and allow that to happen, and get out of the way and let the leaders by. So, I give them guys a lot of respect, those guys that actually respect the leaders. So very cool. Well, so the race, you come home with, you come home with the win tonight, and next week, Dwayne, where did you say they go next week?
Homestead.
Okay.
I like Homestead.
Is that Basement Bob? That's him right there? Okay, we got. All right, we got Bob Bear. Yeah, Robert Bear's that. That's you, Robert?
Hey, what's going on?
All right, we'll get to you just a minute. Hang on, buddy. So, all right, well, Cone Man, you can bring home the win here tonight. And where did you say they go next week?
Homestead.
Homestead, yeah. Okay. Golly, man. Sorry, I'm got 50 things on my mind. Right? But Homestead next week. Now, going from a 2.5 mile track down to a 1.5 mile track, Homestead's always been kind of one of my favorites, and I know a lot of people don't like that track. I do like it. What's your thoughts on it?
Oh, I love it. I get around there very well, so
yep.
Hopefully I'll have a good night.
Yeah, very good. Well, keeps extending that lead out even further, man. I'll tell you what, by the time we get to the end of the season, you just won't even have to show up for the last couple of races.
So, no, I'll be there.
All right. Well, who you got to thank for this win then, Cone Man?
Oh, so thank you guys. You guys do an awesome job here tonight. MaxspeedTV, everybody out there watching, my fellow race car drivers out here, they're a great group of guys out here. I love the racing with them. My family and everybody out there. Good night.
All right, thank you. Leading 27 laps tonight, bringing home the win. Cone Man Gary Slapinski with the win here at Pocono. Dwayne, you got second?
Yes, sir. Caught up to Robert Beers. Robert, man, you started 4th, got to the front, almost led the most laps there, but I think Slapinski had a little bit fresher tires there than you at the end. Talk about your racing a little bit.
Yeah, Gary's pretty slippy. I couldn't figure out where to get the speed back on him, so pretty much burned everything up trying to stay up front.
Yeah, well, you stayed out front most of the night, and you did a great job. And now, what are your thoughts next week heading into Homestead? You going to be there for that race?
Oh yeah, we're gonna try to be there. Yeah, Homestead's great track. It's real fun. I like it there.
All right. Well, yeah, and well, what do you think of the race overall? I mean, you guys did an outstanding job. One caution right there at the beginning, but the rest of the race was pretty much green. That's just tip of the cap off to you guys.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was a lot of fun. was hoping everybody could stay a little more grouped up and do some racing. But yeah, Gary had the line, and he was hard to beat. So congrats to him.
All right. Well, we will let you get out of here, Robert. But before we do, who do you got to thank for that second place?
All right. Pretty much you guys got a great event, and we like showing up and like running with you guys.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And again, congratulations on second, and we'll see you again next week.
All right. Thanks.
Rudy, you got third.
Yeah, I'm having some issues. Can you take them right now? I'm having some problems here. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Not a problem. John Held, man, you've got back in the back a little early, but you fought your way back, came home third. Talk about your racing a little bit out there.
Yeah, that was a mistake at the front. I'm a pretty casual driver to start these races, I have to admit. I'm going to have to get a little more aggressive, I think, to stay a little bit closer to the leaders. But you're right. I dropped back too far for that first run, and then it's just hard to get it all back. So a little more aggressive. Got to get up there with Gary closer to all these pit stops and that, and it might help out.
Yeah, now, good news is, you came into the night fifth in points. You're definitely going to gain on the guys ahead of you there. Are probably going to be fourth or third by the time this all shakes out. As the season's to wind down here and you head into Homestead next week, are you thinking big picture right now?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody can touch Gary, but I think it's going to be a little more aggressive at the start of the race to get up into first or second instead of running, fourth, fifth, or sixth, and letting it play out. I think we have to go on the offense from here on out.
All right. Well, we definitely look forward to that. Who do you got to thank for third place tonight?
Always thanks Max Speed and yourself and Rudy and my wife and my daughter. That's about it.
All right.
Thank you, John.
All right, John. Well, again, congratulations on third, and good luck next week.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
All right, let's see if we can run down through the final results here. All right, Cone Man coming home with the win. Gary Slapinski, just extending that point lead out even more, Dwayne. It's hard to beat that, Robert Bears in second, John Held third, Kenneth Mikesell fourth, Ken Richardson in fifth, Jared Daniels sixth, Jeff Gilmore seventh, Todd Willis eighth, and John Henderson ninth, and Don Davis 10th. Dwayne?
Damon Cox will bring it home 11th. Gary Whitmer 12th. Sandy Curtis finishes 13th. Last car on the lead lap. Robert DuPont will bring it home 14th. Gary Ragland 15th. Sergeant Brian Pierce will bring it home 16th. Joel Guy in 17th. 18th is Chris Hogue. 19th is Vernon Morgan with connection issues. And Tim Rossino will round out the field in 20th position.
All right, very good. Well, again, congratulations to Cone Man, Gary Slapinski, for the win here tonight. We do appreciate him giving us the time here to interview him, man. And I'd just like to know his secret. You know that?
Right?
I really would like to know his secret, man. How can he be so fast like he is all the time? But great job by him. Well, thank you, Dwayne, for helping. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video. That shows the guys how much you appreciate the race here tonight. Great job tonight by these guys. One caution on lap one. Jared Daniels spun it and brought out a caution, and they went caution-free the whole race. So congratulations to Gary Slapinski. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. And for Lucky Dog Sim Racing and MaxspeedTV, catch you next time. Take care and be safe.
Good night, everybody.